One of the states didn't go well is Tennessee. That's where Tom is on line 4. Tom, well, welcome to the Young Turks.
Hey, gentlemen, how you doing?
Good. How are you, Tom?
I'm just fine. Just wanted to say I'm a 22-year veteran in the United States Marine Corps, still serving. I'm home on my 2 weeks leave, and me and my wife drove back to our home state of Kentucky to cast our votes, and now we're driving back to San Diego.
Oh, wow, man. So you drove all the way from San Diego, where you're stationed, to Kentucky just to vote?
Yep, I refused to do, the military gave us our ballots while we were still over in Iraq. I refused to send my name through the mail. So I decided to wait until I came home.
Wow.
So,
and I knew I was coming home, so.
You didn't want it to go in some sort of like provisional or absentee ballot kind of black hole, and you wanted to count on Election Day? Was that the kind of line of thought? Or is it, hey, look, Election Day, I'm an American, it's special, and I want to go and vote in my hometown?
Yeah, it's more of I didn't trust the votes.
Well, that's
I didn't trust the ballots. I don't trust it. You're voting so far away. A lot of us felt like that, and I can tell you right now, you have a lot of servicemen that didn't vote.
Did you vote against Ann Northup? Were you in that district in Kentucky or no?
Oh, and what, North Fork?
Yeah, no. What district were you in Kentucky? Who's your
Lexington, Kentucky.
Do you know who your congressman is? Who'd you vote for?
I don't know who it was because I usually vote Republican. This is my first time voting Democrat. I just picked the Democrat person and stamped it.
God bless you, man.
All right.
I understand it. And you, first of all, thanks for your service. 22 years in the military. That's what part of what makes this country great. And then your commitment to coming back and voting. It's just a little inspirational.
Well, get a load of that, though. I mean, he never voted Republican. He's always voted Republican. Never voted Democrat before. Came all the way back to Kentucky to make sure he voted Democrat. I love that. Is he still on?
Tom, you still there?
Yeah.
Tom, can you tell us what drove you from the Republican Party to the Democrats and to have you come all the way back to Kentucky to vote? What was the thing that made the biggest difference?
Well, see, I got another gunny sergeant. I'm a senior master gunny sergeant, and I got a gunny that's underneath me. He listens to you guys on the internet.
Oh.
Well, I sat down and started listening to you guys, and you guys are talking the truth, so that you guys drove me to change my vote.
Oh, who doesn't love that? I didn't even think we had anything to do with it.
No, you made our day, Tom. Really, actually.
Well, you just keep up the good work, keep up the website, so when I go back to Iraq next week, I can listen to you guys, and God bless you guys, and I hope I can talk to you guys again if God willing I come home safely.
Oh, great.
Tom, God bless. Go forward.
Tom,
move forward.
Tom, thank you. That's great. God bless you. You stay safe, and thank you so much for those incredibly kind words.
And look at that. They blocked some sites, et cetera, but they couldn't take us down. TheYoungTurks.com and troops listening in Iraq.
We will prevail.
I love that.
And again, remember, this guy's volunteering, man. This is a guy who cares about voting, probably do anything he wants after 20 years in the military, and he's risking our lives. And hopefully this election will start a process that will get men like Tom and his buddy home as quickly and as safely as possible. That doesn't mean we want to pull everybody out tomorrow. That means a process that brings people home safely under the best possible conditions, because we got to get them. We got to start thinking of ways to get out of there.
Okay, so two things I love about that. Number one, here's a guy who's apparently truly independent. Not even independent. He says he was a Republican like I was, but has an open mind. Because, a lot of times you get people who are like, oh, yeah, I'm willing to listen to both sides, but you guys are,
Although I told you the story earlier, the woman on the plane who kept bragging about how she was an independent, and then the same breath, she's like, she's probably 55 years old, and I'm like, have you ever voted for a Democrat? Oh, no.
And it's not just that. She won't even countenance.
No.
The idea of helping poor people seemed to bother her.
It was offensive to her that there would be any reason why her tax dollars should go to anything other than, sort of mowing the greens.
Why do I have to give handouts to people that couldn't make it for themselves? I made money. Why do I have to give it back to the people that can't do it?
Handouts? I gave $10 to the caddy last week.
If I was able to be successful and earn money, why can't other people do it?
And by earning...
Nobody's supporting me. I did it all myself.
And by being successful, I mean I inherited it. But that said, I think she did do her own business. Lots of people make their own businesses, and when Michael Schur makes this point, and I think it's a really good point. People who run businesses, we should like. They're good. They employ people. political. So I mean, yeah, I know
that's like a sophisticated point.
No, but I mean, there is an image in the Democratic Party because there are a lot of people in there that that if you have sort of succeeded and you're running your own business and you're making money, that there's, that is something that sort of is scorned in any way. But once you have, you should give everything up. And I mean, it is an obvious point, but you shouldn't, and that's great.
Well, my dad's, of course, an independent businessman, so I never entered that. That never entered my mind for a second. And Tom's a great example of don't get discouraged by what seems to be a very polarized country, because it's not necessarily as polarized as you think, and that's something that this election showed, something that people like Tom showed. There's still a lot of people out there that even though they might have been one way or another their whole lives, that they still have an open mind. They're Americans, and they listen to what people have to say, and they judge based on the facts. And that there is room to move people, and obviously the country has moved significantly, and we see empirical and undeniable evidence of that today.